Hey folks, this is Vince with Dance Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Foundry. This is a game that you can find on Steam's Early Access program for about 30 bucks or so, although there is a 10% launch discount. I will stress Early Access, that means everything that you're about to see is most definitely subject to change. So if I had to compare this game to anything, it's like a mishmash of different games. You've got Factorio, you've got a little bit of Satisfactory, you've got a little bit of Tectonica in this game, and so on. So it's like the developers decided to like take all of these different games and make elements and sort of merge them into one game. You can create a seed in this game, like it randomly generates the map for you, but it doesn't give you any other options to create your map. So I'm not really happy about that. It would have been cool to customize my experience a little bit further other than being able to manually choose a seed. I would have liked the ability to make the game easier, harder, as I saw fit. So, like in Satisfactory, and other games in this genre. You start off like going around drilling these resources out of the ground, then you refine them, and then you start creating this massive network of factories. And that's what this game is all about. It's just you're going to be over time just building this, machine empire. And one thing I really like about this game is that the machines that you put down have this little panel on them, and you can actually interact with them that way. Whereas like in Factorio, everything's like top down. It's very just binary. In this game, it's a bit more flashy. It's like Satisfactory in that regard. So I do enjoy that. And there's even foundations in this game that you can put down, and that reminds me of a little bit of Tectonica. In Tectonica, the base, like the foundation you put down, is the power grid is sort of like encompassed across all of your foundation. And you're going to be doing the same thing here. The research tree is fairly large, although I haven't had a chance to really get too far into this. I just got my key today, and I wanted to get something out there while the game was still fresh. But as a first impressions, like I think there's enough here to keep me busy for quite a while. The question is whether or not you want to stick with the game long enough to actually do that, because, like I said, the game is like a mismatch of all these different games. But does it do these things well? I still think there's room for improvement. Trying to get the conveyor belts to work the way I want them to, or trying to figure this thing out over here is not as easy as it could be. You do have a pet robot that you can interact with. He's pretty much just a quest giver at this point. You can pet him, but it's just for special effect. He kind of dances around a little bit. So yeah, I mean, it's not a bad game. Like I said, it's like the developers saw Factorio, saw Satisfactory, saw Lightyear Frontier, and Tectonica, and decided, you know what, let's go ahead and incorporate some of these ideas from these games and put them all into one game. I say it's like Lightyear Frontier because you are a robot with a little hand drill. There are no needs, there's no survival, nothing like that. So it's very casual that way, as in Lightyear Frontier. It's like Tectonica with the whole foundation power grid system. It's like Factorio and Satisfactory in the sense that you're building this massive machine, like assembly line. It's more like Satisfactory in the sense that it's first person and you're going around doing things. Although Satisfactory's map is static, it's always going to be the same one. This one is randomly generated, although this one is a bit more voxel, like it's like Minecrafty. So like it's weird because like when I play Satisfactory, I look up the surroundings, the art and the scenery are beautiful. It stops me in my tracks on occasion. This game does not do that. So like there are elements to the other games that I enjoy more, but I feel like this game improves on some of those other games in different ways. So it's like this game is doing things that are a step forward and doing things that are a step backward from those other said games. So it'll be curious to see how this game is developed over time and how it plays out. I'm enjoying it so far. Again, it's sometimes interacting with things is a bit frustrating. Trying to get conveyor belts to go the way I want them is frustrating. But like all in all, like for an early access title, I didn't have any bugs that I really had to worry about. It's pretty solid experience, and I enjoyed seeing some of the ideas here and how like the loaders worked and stuff. That was kind of cool. So all in all, a pretty good first impressions of this. Again, the game is like 10% discounted until like I think it's like a week or two from now. So if you want to get the game, now's the time. It has solo and co-op. I did not get a second key to test co-op, so I can't tell you anything about that experience. But first impressions are good, but I reserve the right to change my opinion as I play more of this. Well, this is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Take care.